Hey everyone, how are you today? I hope you're all good. Today is a bit of an odd one. I'm feeling a lot of mixed emotions today because this has just arrived in the post. It's my last ever paycheck. And I think, I've been thinking about this all morning. I've been thinking about 2 weeks. It's my last paycheck, and actually it's my first reality check. What have I done? So it's kind of been an odd time the last couple of weeks because I was supposed to work right up until today, but actually about 2 weeks ago my doctor signed me off because I was going in for shifts and it was just so painful. I was in absolute agony by the end of each shift that my doctor finally said, enough's enough, finish now, I'm going to sign you off for the last couple of weeks. So I kind of stopped working 2 weeks ago, but I don't think in my head I stopped working, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain. Basically, the last couple of weeks have felt more like annual leave than having left work, because in this 2 weeks I've been in contact with my friends at work. We've had some leaving drinks, which was great fun, leaving presents, chats on the phone, what have you. I've had updates on how all the kids are doing, so I felt still really connected. I did have to take my uniforms back a few days ago, which was really weird, but like I say, it felt more like annual leave than having actually left work. So getting my paycheck this morning was, that's it, it's final. So obviously in the last couple of weeks I've kind of, this has been going through my mind a lot about, oh, you know, it's coming up to the end, da, da, da. And there've been moments when I felt, you know, really quite sad, and thinking, you know, how much I'm going to miss the kids and the families, how much I'm going to miss my colleagues, I'm going to miss the routine, going to miss my paychecks. So there's been quite a bit of time where I've actually been thinking about everything that I'm losing by finishing work. But conversely, I think this 2 weeks has given me a chance to sort of turn that sort of through 180 degrees and think about, you know, what I'm about to gain. So, yeah, I'm definitely losing a community, but realistically, you know, I'm sure there's lots of you out there who work as part of a really big team. You're a great team, and my team were fantastic. But within that, realistically, there's probably only, you know, 3 or 4 people that you're actually really good friends with, the sort of people you would see outside of work. And with my close friends at work, I will continue to see them outside of work. I'll carry on seeing them. So although we won't be working together, they're still going to be part of my life. So actually, am I really losing a community? You could say that I'm gaining a community, because now I'm going to have the time, hopefully the energy, I'll talk about that in a minute, the freedom to have time to see friends, especially my friends from pre-nursing who I just haven't had the time and the energy to see. So am I losing a community or am I gaining a community? The way I look at it, I'm gaining. The tricky one, I think, for me over the next few weeks is going to be, I have talked about this a little bit before, but that in terms of losing that sense of my place within society, the feeling of worth I get from having a job, or not just a job, but from that specific job, that gave me a lot of feeling of self-worth. But again, I've had time to reflect on that, and actually you know, I know I'm a decent person, and I have worth within this great big community of our planet that goes beyond having a job and a job title. So, you know, I'll deal with that too. I have felt absolutely exhausted for the last 2 weeks. I can't believe it. I thought, you know, no more 4:30 alarm clocks, no more 4 hours of sleep before the next shift. I'll be running around with tons of energy. Nah, I was really wrong on that. Again, I'm not concerned, I'm not worried. I think it's purely, you know, years of physical and emotional stress and keeping it together. I'm finally letting it go, and my body is saying, you know what, girl, you need to just chill out and rest a bit. So, like I say, it's been an odd time. My emotions have been pinging off the walls, you know, sometimes up, sometimes down. I think this is all perfectly normal and perfectly healthy. And, you know, I'm a great reflector. I have good sort of self-awareness. So any time I'm having a sort of a more negative emotion, I'm not worried about it. Just acknowledge that emotion. Know that it's normal. Don't dwell on it. I think that's the main thing, is to not dwell on feeling a bit down in the dumps, and just, you know, get on with things. The bottom line is that last paycheck has come. So after today, officially, I am, well, what am I? I don't know. I'm just me now. I'm free to be me. That door has closed. I do have some sadness that that door has closed. My tummy just rumbled. I hope you didn't hear that. That door has closed, but my goodness, look at the door that's opened. This is the most amazing opportunity. I have no idea where this next year will take me. Literally no idea. It may not take me anywhere. I may be still sat here in a year thinking about things out loud to you guys. But the point is, I can now craft my own destiny, if you like. So I'm dead excited that, how to say it, I think the financial thing, in a way, is the biggest deal. I know, for instance, that I can make new friends, that I have lots of friends. That's not an issue. I know that I can occupy my time constructively and be creative and have purpose to my day. That's absolutely not an issue either. The biggest thing is obviously the fact that now I don't have an income. So a couple of times I've kind of in the last few days thought, what have I done, what have I done? But the fact is, I couldn't go on as I was. There was no way I could carry on. So I had to stop. Now you could say I should have stopped once I'd found another job to go to that was less physically demanding. But I just saw this moment in my life as an opportunity to, I can't articulate it suddenly. Normally I have the words. I think it became more and more obvious that this was an opportunity to just be me and see what I'm capable of, see what I can create for myself. And in terms of the finances, I keep reminding myself that I have planned, that I can cover my bills for a year, my basic, you know, my water, gas, electricity, that sort of thing. So I won't have spare money for food, for going out, for buying presents, etc., etc. But I know from previous years with the kitchen garden that I can feed myself. So why not? Why not have a go at this? And who knows, you know, with a little bit of sewing on the side to bring in a few pennies, that will be sufficient. I don't want for anything. So I've set myself up for this position of saying, the door has closed, but oh my goodness, the most amazing door has opened. And it's like closing the door on winter and opening a door into a garden at the height of summer, and you just want to race out into the garden barefoot and run under the sprinklers, or opening a door and there's a beautiful ocean in front of you and you just want to run and dive in. So that's exactly how I'm feeling at the moment. I have no regrets about the decision I've made. I feel maybe 5% scared, trepidatious, nervous, but the other 95% of me just feels so excited to just get out there. I just can't wait to dive into that ocean that's in front of me. So I'm rambling now. I'm really rambling. Like I say, there are moments in life where things happen that I will continue to experience all sorts of emotions, excuse me, itchy nose, in the next few weeks. I'm sure that there'll be moments coming where I will feel really, really quite down in the dumps. But then when I had a job, I'd have moments like that. Who doesn't get down in the dumps? But for the most part, I know, because I already feel it, that I'm happier, I'm more relaxed. I feel a sense of self coming back, and I just can't wait to get on and have this adventure. So I just want to say also before I go, I know there's a few of you who've subscribed now and you're sort of following how things are going. Your comments, your encouragement, your support is just phenomenal. I've really had a sense of that this world of people giving me support and encouragement. So I'm getting emotional now, but I just wanted to say thank you. I hope there will be things of interest to tune into as this year unfolds. But for now, I'm going to go and deposit my last paycheck. None of it's for spending, it's for the next 5 months of bills. Maybe I'll spare £5 of it for a nice bottle of wine for this evening, because it'll be my last one for ages. So I will say cheerio to you all for now. Thank you for continuing to tune in and for all your support, and hopefully we'll catch up again before too long.